Hi, this is Lee from Enthusiast Photographer. Wanted to show you something I just got in the mail, which is the collar for the Nikon 7200 f4. So if you read my review, I called out, or saw the video, I called out that there was no collar included. I didn't prefer that, so I was going to get one. I could have chosen Nikon at $170, Kirk at $160, or the roughly $200 Really Right Stuff. I have a lot of their equipment, and there's some features about it I liked. I chose this one, but I'll take you through it. So, a few things. This one actually features a removable foot design, so you press the little trigger and it slides right out. You click it back in, and you can tamp it down really well. Now it's a nice solid single piece. It's marked on 3 sides for rotation, which is nice. It's very easy to mount to the system. Just swinging around there, screw this knob in. That's also how you get rotation, and then tighten it up to cinch it down. So I like all that. It has the slip stops on the bottom of the plate, so as if it's in your Arca Swiss clamp and you loosen it, it doesn't slide forward and fall off. The other thing is the dovetail for Arca Swiss here is extended on both sides at the front, and this is one of the key differences because the Nikon doesn't have Arca Swiss. The Kirk has Arca Swiss, but here at the front it actually has a sort of a support bracket. I don't think is very necessary, and it would disallow you from using something like this, which is the the RRS flash bracket. So this kind of goes to the front and clamps in to the foot itself, and now you've got the ability to mount your flash up here, and when you go from, say, portrait mode to landscape mode, you just rotate your flash. So that's really cool, and that's enabled by the foot, because otherwise you'd have to have a big bar that goes underneath your camera, heavier and not nearly as easy. So that's what that extension of that foot allows for you versus the Kirk and the Nikon brand. So some things I like about it, in addition to that, is when you have the foot off, and I travel like this with it most of the time because it's bulky. If you leave the foot at home, you still have a hole in the bottom you can use for mounting to your tripod or to your Black Rapid strap. I think that's fairly cool as well. From a handling perspective, I like it, except for a few things. This knob is fairly large and it kind of squeaks. I just heard it. That's a little surprising. And the rotation motion isn't. It's not that it's not smooth. It's just kind of dry, and that surprises me. And I don't know if that's the lens or the collar, to be honest with you. The f4 itself is only marked in one place, as I mentioned, for sort of the 90-degree stops. So that's really a flaw with the lens, but it's a little bit of a handling issue in general. I do like the removable foot. I do like the flash bracket capability. I do like how easy it is to get this on and off. Just one screw and a few turns and you're off. From a build perspective, this is RRS. It's really solid. I'm a little surprised that the screw squeaks under some load. It doesn't squeak. I'm doing this kind of thing. But other than that, I think it's great. From a build perspective, super solid. From a value perspective, it's the most expensive one. It does give you some capability with the removable foot and the mounting for flash rings that, say, the Kirk doesn't, and the Nikon doesn't. You have to determine whether it's worth it for you. I like it, and especially, as I said, the removable foot. I think that's well worth the space I reclaim in my bag and just sort of general handling. So I don't have to take this off. I can just take the foot off and travel reasonably well. Just wish that was slightly smaller. So that's a quick look at again, the Really Right Stuff LC-A12 collar with the LCF10 sort of universal foot, if you will. Go to enthusiastphotographer.com for more updates and reviews. Thanks very much.